Hey guys, this is another video tutorial from me, Dee, from Dee's Crochet Creations. I'm going to be doing some basic crochet and teaching you how to do the basic stitches. In this tutorial, you will need a crochet hook, and I'm going to show you different crochet hooks. Here's a Susan Bates brand. The hook on it is a little bit different than the Boyer, and here's a Boyer brand. So it doesn't matter the size of crochet hook that you use at this point to learn. I'm not sure if a smaller one is easier or if a larger one is. I always learned off the larger one as a child, and I've taught my children off of the larger one. But if you feel that you have a little bit more, it's a little bit easier, go ahead and use a smaller one. This one is a size G. And in this tutorial, you will need some yarn. And I have some scissors just in case we will be doing any cutting, but for this tutorial I'm going to be showing you how to do a basic slip knot, which for the way that I do mine is I just grab my yarn, I hold it side to side, I grab the two ends and twist it once. With the larger end I will pull through, and there you have your slip knot. I will do that once again, holding my yarn together. Twist it once, pull in the longer piece through, pull it tight, there's your slip knot. At this point, go ahead and put your crochet hook on, pull it tight, and you are ready for your chain. The way that I hold my yarn is I hold my needle in this hand, I grab my tail with these two fingers, holding the rest of the hook in this part of the hand. Now many people do hold theirs different, so if you find an easier way, go ahead and use that way, whatever is easiest for you. A lot of people will wrap their yarn, and you may find that to be helpful to wrap it. I do not do that. I just grab it in my fingers here. I hold the yarn up here, so it's just in my hand here. The yarn is here. You do not want to hold too tight in these fingers. If you hold too tight, your chain's going to be extra tight. If you just kind of leave it loose and learn tension throughout here, your chain won't be so tight. Then I wrap up on my finger here, and I use my middle finger and my thumb to now grab this. So now I am ready to just hold my hook in this hand, and I'm ready to make my chain. It might be easier to hold on to the very first, to make the very first chain. You want to wrap your yarn and pull through the slip knot. If it's easy, you can grab your yarn here to wrap, to hold, and then to pull through. Now again, if you're holding this way too tight down here, it's going to be hard to get your chain through. I always say don't choke your yarn, because if you choke it down here, it's going to be hard to get through here. If you wrap it, you don't want to hold it too tight in these fingers again, because it's going to be way too tight to get through up here. So you just want to lightly grab it, just lightly in your hand, and then just wrap and pull. Wrap and pull. Wrap and pull. And sometimes you'll notice this finger of mine will go up here with it, and I'll just have it in my pinky. Wrap and pull through. So this is your basic chain stitch. You just want to keep doing this stitch until you have it under control. And you can go as long as you want. If you find later on that you need to recount your chains to see how many you have done, well, you know this is your knot down here, and the way to count a chain is you want to hold it sideways, and you look at your chain, and you've got like arrow or V's. You got a V here, a V here, a V here. Each V is one chain, so you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then the one on your hook will be 11. And you just want to keep going. We will go to 25. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, and 25. And if you noticed, I didn't have any problems at all trying to pull this through. And that's because I was not holding it too tight here. So that's all you need to do for your chain. You just want to keep doing this until you have it mastered. I wouldn't even try to move on with anything else until you have a good tension in your hand and your chain isn't super big or super tight. A lot of times when you're a beginner, your chain, it will tend to pull up, and a lot of times your chain could even look like this, really big. That just means that you're not holding enough tension here. So you just want to keep on working at it. It's just a very good idea not to move forward until you have a good tension on that. So that way as you go along, your work isn't so super loose or so super tight that you get discouraged. And once you have the chain mastered, then go on to my next video and I will be showing you how to do the single crochet. Thank you so much. Hope you enjoyed. God bless.